Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again for another stock pick of the day. It will be the last one of the week. It is Thursday, October 20th. I do not do stock pick of the day videos on Friday because the market is closed on the weekend. So it's not like you could jump in the market and look at any of these stocks and pick them up. So I always cut it off on Thursday afternoons, but do come on back for the portfolio update video on Sunday. You'll see what I've picked up this week. And today we are going to look at Scott's Miracle-Gro. Let's jump right into the video. So Scott's Miracle-Gro, it was 1868 when Civil War veteran Orlando McLean Scott opened a hardware store in his hometown, Marysville, Ohio. He soon started selling weed-free seed to local farmers, and after refining his breeding abilities, he expanded to selling seed to homeowners after the turn of the century. So yep, another one that has been around for 150 years later. I mean, that's crazy to think that this company has been around that long. Again, another one that has seen the downturns throughout history, the Great Depression, the Great Recession, 2008 market crash there, the dot-com bubbles, you name it, they've seen it. 70s oil runs, they've been around, they've lived through it. So another one I think will probably be here in the future, unless you think people are going to stop growing things and they don't need fertilizers, because that's what they sell, fertilizers. They have their hands in hydroponics, General Hydroponics, Scott's obviously, and Miracle-Gro are the two main brands. Ortho is like a weed killer, Roundup another weed killer, Tomcat, Botanica, I think this is in the hydroponics as well. Aero Garden, same thing. Can filters, I'm not sure exactly what this is. And the Gavita, I have these two I'm not familiar with, but most of these other ones I've seen, and even some of these now that the marijuana boom is kind of going, they've got their hand in the hydroponics as well. If you want to know more about them, check them out at scottsmiraclegrow.com. That is their homepage where I pulled this information from. Now to the more technical aspect, why we're looking at them, they were down 1.8% on the day, $43.74 at the end of the day on October 20th. We are talking about Scott's Miracle-Gro Company, ticker SMG. This is out of the consumer discretionary sector. 52-week range as low as $39.06, as high as $180.43. Man, imagine buying them back in the $180 range and then watching it drop all the way to this $43. That would be pretty rough. That's extremely disheartening if you happen to be that. Sorry for your luck there. I would suggest if you were buying them in this 180 to learn how to fairly value companies. Definitely Google something like intrinsic value, how to calculate intrinsic value, and in that way you're not overpaying for some of these stocks, even though this one is extremely down below, in my opinion, where it should be. But average volume is 791,000. Today was 635, so less volume than average. Market cap of 2.42 billion, beta of 1.43, so more volatile than the overall market. You can clearly see that volatility here throughout just this day. PE ratio extremely low, 6.24. Earnings per share is $7 and a penny. Earnings date, the next one coming up is November 2nd. They have a forward dividend, $2.64 paid out in the year. They are a quarterly payer, so divide by 4. That will tell you your quarterly payout if you were to own them. And they have a very nice dividend yield of 5.72%. Last dividend date was August 25th, so you would not be in line for the next dividend if you bought them now, unless they've already paid. They may have already paid out, actually. If their ex-dividend date was in August, they should have paid out in September. So you may buy them now and get their next dividend, actually. And according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this information, not affiliated, just a site I like to look at, they have a one-year target estimate of $79.50 per share. Now let's jump over to stockanalysis.com, another site I like to look at for information. And the 15 stock analysts they've had look at this, they call it a consensus buy, and it has a low estimate of $50.50. It is currently lower than their lowest estimate. So if it happened to come up to their low, it would be a 15.45% increase in stock price. Average price of $81.09, which is pretty close to what we saw on the previous slide for Yahoo Finance. That would be a 85.39% increase. And if it happened to hit their high of $105 estimate there, that would be a 140.05% estimate. Wouldn't get back up to that 180 high we saw there in the last 52 weeks, but it would be a very nice return, 140% return for a boring old dividend stock. And while you waited for that return, you could collect that 5+% dividend yield. Now here's where I'd show you what my position is in Miracle Grow, but I do not have one in Scott's Miracle Grow, though I haven't looked at their financials, so I'd have to go look at their free cash flow, see how they're doing debt-wise, and see why potentially they have really dropped off the map there. That's an extreme decrease in stock price there. Like I said, from $180 to $40 and some change, $43 there. That's pretty crazy drop, but I'd have to look in to see what's going on with them fundamentally, if there is something wrong with the company. So I'll do some more research. Maybe when I add to the watch list, well, I'll probably definitely add them to the watch list now that I've seen how far they drop. But it is not one that I'm looking to buy. I'm really looking to build out some positions within my portfolio existing. But there are a lot of stocks out there that are getting very attractively valued, below market value in my opinion. Let me know what stocks you feel have come back down into fair value or below market value territory down in the comment section below. And a quick pool update. Yeah, it did stop raining here, so finally got some movement on the pool here today, Thursday on the 20th. They did pour the concrete around the pool, so I've just got to have the guys come back in here and do a little bit of cleanup on the pipes, the through pipes here, and then clean up the pool, and then pretty much we'll wrap it up for the winter. I think my kids are going to jump in this weekend. It's supposed to be in the 70s. They might jump in at one time before we close it up and clean it up and get it ready for next year. So really, that is it for this one. Always appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up. Ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. What do you think of Scott's Miracle Grow? I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics. Or hey, if you have suggestions for other videos, other stocks that you would like me to review, do a quick stock pick of the day, I'll add them to the video watch list. I'll find a day that they pull back and we'll throw a video together for them. I'll also do a little series where if you do put something down in the comments, I'll probably just go ahead and do a viewer suggested video. I put those together too, where I do a little bit more of a deep dive. I go into the financials a little bit more. So if you want to see that, go ahead and put the name of a stock down below. And I'm a dividend growth investor, so make sure it's a stock that pays dividends, and I will try to fit it in to the video rotation. With that said, this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you in the next one, and thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a great week. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk and can lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and the select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.